Think about this: 1865, coming out of slavery. Okay, all the way to 1964, the government did very little for the communities. I mean, that's why we had to have the 1964 civil rights laws.
Right.
That's why we had to have the Brown versus Board of Education in 1954. But what about from 1865 to 1950? All right. The community, what Marissa was talking about. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you go back and look, homicide was not the number one cause of death for Black males from 1865 to 1950. According to the CDC, that number came in 1970 after the laws were passed. Mm-hmm. Okay. I went to the conference and it just blew me away. But my question became to the CDC, well, if it was an epidemic, homicide epidemic in the 70s, 80s, 90s, why is there not conversation about it? And why are we not addressing these issues that can curb the growth of this virus? Right. To me, it's a homicidal virus, as I call it. So and talking about CDC, I want to leave our listeners with this as first and 45, because these are the results of what Marissa's talking about. And it's rooted in the teenage pregnancy crisis, because remember, I told you 1940, in the 40s, only 19%. We were less than 20% born out of wedlock compared to over 70% today. So we can do all the things that we want to do.
Right.
All right. We can say, okay, yeah, we're going to mentor big brothers, big sisters, all those things are necessary. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But at what point do we turn off the faucet?
Right.
And so, and because we haven't, the Center for Disease and Control reporting on firearm-related deaths among all children in the United States, how it increased from 2019 to 2020. I'm talking about 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. And here are, listen to this, and I want to leave our listeners with this, because this is what drives me each and every day. Just listen to this. Firearm fatalities continue to be the leading cause of death for Black youth. Now, why in America? That's for Black youth specifically. An average of 5 Black children are killed by a firearm each day in the United States of America. 5. All right. Black youth recorded the highest percentage of death rates of any ethnic group in America. CDC reports this.